We're Kristen and Sam, and we are travel nurses. Currently, we are on a month-long road trip through Colorado and Utah to visit all the national parks in the two states.
One thing that we've learned while traveling, especially these last 2 to 3 weeks in these small towns, you gotta have a plan for your groceries or food. Some of the towns that we've stayed in are fortunate enough to have grocery stores or even restaurants you can eat at that are reasonably priced. The one in Utah that we're staying at tonight doesn't have anything. So that's our plan today. We're getting some groceries and we're gonna stock up for the next 2 days because we're basically gonna be living out in a motel room, so.
Yeah, this grocery store is like how far from our hotel?
So we are about 46 miles from a motel, and that's the closest grocery store that I could find. That just kind of gives you some perspective of where we're staying. So it's not that it's a bad location, it's just very remote and rural. So plan ahead when you're on your trips. You want to always have food ready. We're actually going to grab some more coffee because we're so excited. This is the first time we're going to have a coffee pot in like 3-4 days at least.
Yeah.
We've been drinking so much instant coffee. I'm sick of instant coffee and I'm sick of Lunchables. So we're actually gonna get groceries to like make sandwiches and hopefully proper food. So let's see what Kristen can get us.
Here's the rinky-dink grocery store. Look how small it is. Well, it doesn't look that bad, but yeah, let's go. So the most important thing is coffee. Let's look at that first.
It's gonna be hard to play League of Legends out here.
We literally, like, there's no civilization.
I don't have service on my phone, yeah.
We were like driving through canyons and then we rounded the corner and it was this.
This is grass for Raleigh. I think the next hotel we're booking, I'm booking because this is the middle of nowhere, no cell phone service. I hope they have Wi-Fi and I hope it's okay.
The office is not even open and it's 3 minutes before check-in. There's no one in there. And we're the only car in the parking lot.
There's only 3 cars. It's ours, it's, I guess, a dude who works here, and then it's a cleaning lady's car. And they're both like teenagers.
And they're not even in the office. Like, how do we check in? They're just walking around the place. Assuming they work here, I mean,
she's got towels around. Either she's still in the towels or she works here. So we've made it to our motel, and Caneville, Utah, I think is what it's called. We're essentially about not even 20 minutes from the national park. I'd say from the beginning of the national park, we'll probably 5-minute drive. It's really like right behind us. But I'm thoroughly surprised because the Wi-Fi is decent, which is completely nice for me gaming-wise because I've been doing really crappy Wi-Fi recently. And we got 2 beds. We got a little table, some chairs, TV, coffee pot, sort of a coffee pot. We do have our own coffee and creamer, but we're gonna kind of get creative again with these coffee. How we're gonna keep reusing the little cartridges.
Right.
Got a bathtub. But come over here and I'll show you what we're working on. So we got our beds right here. We got our TV right here. Huge.
yeah, this is the biggest fridge that we've had.
Good thing is we got groceries to fill it up with, and it's lighted. Cute little microwave, ice bucket, our coffee station, which we're gonna be heavily invested in. So that's that. We got our little fancy hair dryer. Oh, I'm not using that obviously. Soaps and bathtub and a toilet seat. And honestly, for the location of it, could be a hell of a lot worse. We even got upgraded a view.
Yeah, I think he upgraded us because we paid for 1 bed and like a smaller. It looks smaller on the pictures
the room
though.
is huge compared to what we paid.
And we have a balcony outside too. It looks like, or at least a little
like
one.
right here, yeah, some chairs and stuff.
But yeah, look at this view! Wow, that's neat. You left a bone? I'd have to say we were pleasantly surprised because you saw in the car we were a little sketched out. But this is probably one of the nicest rooms we've stayed at on this road trip.
And got a little breakfast basket.
Yeah, it was a breakfast basket.
Some little to-go bars,
Muffins,
huge muffins,
yeah.
and some waters.
Yeah.
But we got our own groceries, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll eat it at some point.
So time to unload and time to get ready for the big day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So we are in Capitol Reef National Park, and we are currently doing the Hickman Bridge Trail. So I don't really know how long this trail is. Kristen was kind of looking on the details for us.
Not sure either.
But it should be a fun trail.
Maybe around 2 miles.
2 miles. It's a beautiful morning. It's pretty cold. It's about 50 to 60, which is pretty cold considering that we were just in the Moab Desert, which was about 70 in the morning. So this is a nice change of temperatures, at least for me.
It'll probably get warmer throughout the day, I would assume.
And we were super excited for today. Think we'll be tan after this trip?
Not me.
For all the hiking we're doing?
You will be, not me.
What about a week in Mexico? You think we'll be tan after a week?
Not me. All the Florida videos you guys saw, that was all fake.
That was color coded, color graded. It took her 4 months in Florida just to get a shade darker.
Yeah, it did.
It takes me like 3 days in the sun and I'm like good to go.
Yeah, you get dark real easy.
We're just waiting for those busy people in front of us to start walking because they were super loud.
Yeah, they were disrupting the birds chirping and the nature sounds.
Yeah, so we're just taking our time, taking a little break. She put some sunscreen on and got a little water break, and the sun's already getting hot now.
Yeah.
Would you look at that Hickman Bridge already? It's bigger than I thought it would be.
There's Sam. There's the bridge. That thing's ginormous.
You would think after 2 weeks of hiking and canyons, mountains, rocks, trails, we'd be more in shape for this by now, but
Yeah.
it's just so dry and hot.
Yeah. After you hit the bridge, the shaded part feels so freaking good. It's like shaded and wind, and it just cools you off after that hot morning hike.
So we're just taking a break. We just finished the Hickman Bridge Trail. We kind of just walked back on the same path, and now next trail we're gonna be doing is called the Rim Overlook, which is about 2 miles there, 2 miles back. So we'll do that one, and then there's one that's gonna be on the way back to the motel we're also gonna do. Forget what that one's called, but Kristen knows the name of it. We're gonna do those 2 trails, and by that point we'll be too tired, too hot, and honestly it'll probably be like 2 o'clock by that point, so we'll be done for the day. So thoughts on the trail, it was pretty easy, I would say, for the most part. There wasn't really any strenuous climbs or hikes that, you know, I would say you really couldn't do. There's elderly people with walking sticks doing it. So the trail that we just did, the Hickman Bridge Trail, is definitely a trail that you can do. You probably honestly don't even need hiking boots. We could wear tennis shoes. It's just hiking boots are probably recommended. For this Rim Overlook, I'm assuming it's gonna be a little bit more difficult, so we'll see how it is. So I'm pretty sure that's on top of a canyon goat or a mountain goat because it's got the horns that kind of go back, but we don't know for sure. But let us know down in the comments what that is. So cool. Why are you shaking your head?
I'm done with this trail.
What's wrong?
It's too hard.
You gotta get skinny. You gotta get skinny and tan for those Mexican beaches. Come on.
It's not that it's hard.
You got
it's just hot. I gave Sam the opportunity to turn around. He said no.
I was like, hey, we're this close. Let's just keep going. You got it. Let's go.
The thing is, we don't even know how close we are.
No, we don't. Like I said.
We may be trekking the hard one.
Yeah, like I said, we're going up there. All the way up there is where we're going. So we gotta go from here to here.
He doesn't know. Woohoo!
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yo, Adrian! We made it, in case that I didn't tell y'all.
Look at that view. You can't really see it yet, but we'll get closer. High five. What do you think?
It's about as close as I'm getting to the edge. That's what I think. I'm just afraid this thing's gonna break.
You're crazy.
Dude, I have a fear of heights.
So it is now 7:30 p.m. The last time you guys saw us, it was around lunchtime, so we finished the trail, ate some lunch. We were so tired, we had to go back to the hotel, freshen up for the rest of the day, and now we're back for a sunset hike here at the Grand Wash.
So what it appears to be walking on this trail, it looks like this used to be where a river was, or a major body of water, and I guess it dried up, and so that's what the trail's named after, Great Wash Trailhead. Because if you can see like all the grass, there's like a defined path. And I feel like this would have been the bottom of like where the water was, and you can even see on the rocks of like where like, you know, moving water would like come and do a lot of the formations of the rocks that we see now. So.
I knew it. The microphone broke. Rip. It was already a little bit broken, but it for real broke.
Good morning. This morning we are in Capitol Reef National Park, and we are about to do the Hickman Trail.
Hickman Bridge. Lemonade is my motivation to get back down the hill. Lemonade, 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 lemonade.